Hey YouTube, I want to do a video about a topic that I don't think I've ever done. I want to talk about peeing your diaper versus pooping your diaper. It's gonna be a weird one. I don't know. I just get weird about talking about pooping my diaper. So, let's get into it. I'm sure 90% of you guys and gals poop or pee your diaper. I'm almost willing to guarantee that less than half of you guys poop your diaper. It's understandable why, let's be real. So I will talk about that, yeah. Now, we'll start easy with what we all know, and I'll talk about my experiences. Peeing your diaper. Everyone, I'm sure every ABDL who wears, most of them at least, mass majority, pees their diaper. And I personally pee my diaper. I just did, as a matter of fact. Now, like, so, peeing a diaper, it's easy to clean up. You can pee your diaper in public. It's easy to throw away. It's easy. It's really easy. You know, it's easy to do it. And yeah, it's not, yeah. We all know about peeing a diaper. Most of us do it. I personally, I know there are a lot of I've heard a lot of ABDLs that only pee them, they don't like to poop them. I get that. Now, personally, I sometimes like to poop my diaper. And the biggest thing about that, I don't do it often. The biggest things to consider about that, I feel like for me personally, I believe the biggest things to consider are, how your tummy's feeling that day. Like, if you're gonna have a harder poop or a softer poop. And I personally think, pooping your diaper, I personally like to do it if I know that based on what I've eaten and, my stomach, if I know, it's not gonna be a really soft poop that is, kind of slightly sticky and, really smelly. If it's like that, if I know it's gonna be like that, I won't poop. Sometimes I have, you know, I wasn't a fan. This is a really weird topic. Sorry. Now, I've pooped a diaper quite a few times. I don't like to do it. I never poop a diaper if I'm in public. I find it too smelly, and it's a hassle to clean up. I've noticed that every time, if I'm in my room and I poop my diaper and I'm under my covers, I find that even, for one, if, when I change that diaper, my whole room smells like poop. And if I'm under my covers and in my blankets, when I change my diaper, I can go back an hour later, lift my covers, and they're gonna smell like a poopy diaper still. It just hasn't aired out enough and wafted out. Same with, also with, when you change the diaper and you throw it away, it's gonna smell like even the trash. But, if you throw it in a bag, when I poop a diaper, I'll take that diaper, I will put it in, a Hannaford's grocery bag, tie it, and then double or triple bag it, and to try to keep the smell down, and I'll put it in, a trash bag, and I'll set that outside of my room. Outside. I have a basement door. I'll set it out there until, the next day when I'm, taking the trash out. And so, I just noticed that, I'm not a huge fan of pooping a diaper and having it smell. And, The thing about pooping a diaper versus wetting it is wetting it, you just wipe your butt, and then I like to personally go do a second time. Like, I'll wipe everything clean, and then I'll take a clean wipe, and I'll go do 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 do, and then do 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 on my butt, and then I just make sure it's clean. I let it kind of dry out for a minute, and then I put a new diaper on. Pooping a diaper, I could easily use 15 wipes to clean it because you know it's hard, and it's harder to change a poopy diaper alone. I pooped a diaper and had someone change me, and that was way easier. And like, I've only been changed a few, like 10 or 20 times by another person, and like, I've had like 3 or 4 poopy diapers changed before, and like, it's a weird experience because you're going to you're going in front of someone, laying down, lifting up your legs, and like showing them yourself in the most vulnerable position. Like, yeah, like, I just pooped myself. Like, I feel like there's like a weird bonding thing with that, to be honest. I don't know. It's weird, but it's like a trust thing. I've had it happen, and I like the experience because I don't think you ever will feel more submissive than in that vulnerable state where you have messed yourself and someone's changing your poopy diaper. Like, it's a weird thing. I've had it happen before. I like the experience, but like, that's something that, if you're being changed by another person, you always got to be upfront with them and like make sure they're okay with it. You don't want to put someone else through that situation. If they're okay with it, they don't care. Try it. But yeah, like, I feel like it's harder. And like, I'll just say one little tip: if you're changing yourself and you poop your diaper, you'd lay back, undo the top of your diaper, and I'll take this part right here and I'll use it to wipe my butt down, and like, and down into there, and then I'll pick my butt up and wipe until it's clean, and then I'll grab another wipe and I'll kind of go over and clean the whole area around here because poop can get into some weird spots for certain people, you know? So you just want to make sure it's always clean. That's just a little side tip I've learned. But yeah, I like, it's not for everyone, and it's a lot harder to clean. It's a lot smellier. If you live in a house with some like other people and your room is right next to someone else's room, don't be surprised if they walk in your room like a half hour to an hour after you poop a diaper and you clean yourself and you get rid of the diaper and you're back in your room. They walk in and your room still smells poopy. Don't be surprised. Like, that can happen even with airflow. It's like, there is that aspect. Like, I would never do it in public because you will be smelt. Someone will smell you. And like, that can be really weird, and like, you're putting someone else through that. You're making someone else smell that, and you don't want to do that. And honestly, I know a lot of diapers say they have like odor locking, like they lock the odors in, but I have yet to come across a diaper that really holds a poopy diaper poop odor in. I don't really think any of them do that. They might like help for like 20 or 30 minutes, maybe. After that, man, it just gets stronger. Like, that's something I've noticed too. I was driving once and I pooped a diaper, and it may have gone like an hour to an hour and a half in that poopy diaper because I didn't want to stop. And yeah, And when, like, I smell like a stinky boy, like, I smell so poopy. And it's just because, like, I feel like it gets stronger over time, and even when you wet it, it gets stronger. And so there is that aspect, you know. And, like, a poopy diaper, you want to change out of that immediately, because if you, now this is gonna be weird, if you don't shave down there, all down there, that poop is gonna dry on your hair, and it's gonna be so much harder to clean. You know, you'll know when you take a shower the next day. You'll learn what brown water is. No, I'm gonna be real with you, you know, like, it's hard to get all of that off. So, like, there's that aspect too of it, you know. It's gonna take a lot of wipes too, and yeah. And, like, I've pooped good nights and, like, all different diapers, and it's okay. I like the feeling of it sometimes. Other times, like, if I'm wearing a diaper, I just want a quick, clean change. And, like, if you have an upset tummy, you don't want to poop your diaper, because then it's gonna be really messy. And I've had that experience before. I had a really upset stomach, and I pooped a diaper in my sleep, and it was a blowout. Like, it wasn't a huge blowout, but it was enough. Like, my whole, like, butt area right here, and the wings, and that were all just poop, and I had it coming out, like, the top of my diaper, and, like, thank God I was wearing one that day. You know, like, the fact that I was wearing a diaper had no impact on that. It was just, I guess I slept really heavy. I think that was when I was doing a job, and I worked long hours, and I came home and I was beat, like, beat, tired, and yeah, like, that was a mess. I had to shower, but, like, thank God I had a diaper on, because if I had just done that, that would have probably ruined my bed. And so I've had that experience before, and that was not a good, like, stomach. Like, my stomach was feeling sick when I did that. So, as you can imagine what I mean, it wasn't pleasant. Like, I'll say about that, like, if you, like, I feel like if I have, like, a really upset tummy, like, diarrhea, and I'm wearing a diaper, you best bet I'll cut my losses if I put a diaper on. If I took this diaper right here, it's fresh, basically, right now. I maybe peed a little bit. I peed a little bit. I'd cut my losses with this diaper right now. So, like, a $3 or $4 diaper, I'd cut my losses with it, and I'd go to the potty, because diarrhea in a diaper do not mix. That's not fun. I've had it, and, like, it's not fun at all. It's not good. I would not recommend it. You know, like, if you're new to ABDL and you want to try messing your diaper, do it in the right setting. You know, do it, like, have good ventilation the area that you're in, otherwise the smell can linger. Maybe shower after you do it, and be, like, extra clean about it. And it's a lot easier for someone else to change your poopy diaper than for you to do it yourself, because you can't see what you're doing down there. That's just my advice, at least. I don't know, I mean, like, I know a lot of people like it. Personally, like, I like it, but it's situational. I don't know. Wetting a diaper is so much easier to clean, and you can do it discreetly. You cannot discreetly poop a diaper. Uh, I'm just gonna leave it at that for this video, but bye-bye, babies, and I'll see you in the next one.